Alright, baby, it's home.
Oh, you ready? Eyes to push up. I be kicking though.
I forgot I got a beat in my ear.
You say you got a what?
It's like a synth, like a lead synth in my ear.
You hear a sound?
It's like a dun.
My bad. Is it bad? Is it like loud?
No, not how I loud. It's just like other shit in there. Oh, we gotta cut the whole down while we in the podcast. So,
Not fast. But it's.
When you waving us as friends and we feel that way. When you say you come again, you gon' come my way. Cause when you say you call again, that mean you stay. See, I've been on your mind again, you gon' have your way. When you waving us as friends and we feel that way.
Yo.
When you say you come again, you gon' come my way. Cause when you say you call again, that mean you stay. See, I've been on your mind again, you gon' have your way. Funny looks in the limelight, that's from dawn and twilight. I get caught up in a moment in the spotlight. I don't wanna get too caught up in a run right. Knowing all my feelings really heavy on your mind, right?
I can hear you. Listen. Yo. You want to use the little ones or you want to use these? So switch up. You got a choice. You want to use these or you want to use those? Because I don't know if we can get this shit out right on time. Yo. Hello? Let's just plug this down. See, I've been on your mind again. You gon' have your way. When you waving us as friends, don't feel that way. When you say you come again, you gon' come my way. Cause when you say you call again, that mean you stay. See, I've been on your mind again. You gon' have your way. Hello? Yo, hello? Hello? Fuck these rickety ass motherfuckers. What time to do with this shit? Black or red? Unless you want to use these. I can use this a little bit. Those are, you just gotta plug in to the interface. That's it. They're already on. Go. This is your interview.
I'ma pick you up. We gon' ride around. Catch a vibe inside the city, getting out of town. Right now on my way. Don't you let me down. In the whip full throttle, I ain't slowing down. Been a long way.
Okay.
Even Friday. I've been lonely.
Can you hear yourself?
I'm in my space. Know you want me.
You said, can you hear yourself?
Yeah. I mean, I can't hear that.
So you can't hear shit?
Not just myself.
That's what you're supposed to hear. Oh, hold on. Look. Yo.
Can you hear me?
Yeah. You can't hear yourself?
Nah, am I supposed to hear you too?
Can you hear me?
Yeah.
Did you hear that? Internal clothing? Did you hear internal clothing? Try it out.
Yo.
No? Is this part good? That's what it is. How about now? Can you hear something?
No.
That's what it is. Can you hear something?
It's a, oh, this is live. I think it's live, right?
Yo. Alright. Here. Fuck those. We're gonna both use little interfaces. Those bitches are. They work perfect when you're not here, but then when you come, they want to act stupid.
It's here right now.
You know what I'm saying?
See, I can hear you now. Oh, God.
It's crazy.
Yeah, that shit crazy. God.
Fuck it. You know, old school with this shit.
Oh, God. I heard that. See, I can hear it.
Oh,
That
God.
shit doesn't say on me.
You got too loud?
What, the vocals?
No, the audio.
What am I turning up?
Turn you up?
Yeah.
This is max volume on everything.
Yeah. Well, yeah, that's fine.
Alright.
I just got to talk in the middle.
Can you hear that?
Oh, man, bro. Wait.
Ready?
Yeah.
Alright.
When you waving us as friends and feel that way.
Yay!
When you say you come
And we're back again.
you gon' come my way.
Finally got it together,
Cause when
man.
you say
It's
you
been a
come
long
that mean you stay.
road.
See,
I'm
I've
trying
been
to
on
figure it
your
out,
mind
but
again, you gon' have your way.
it's on God's timing. Finally figured it out. Alright.
Feel that way.
Once again, this is
When you
DjsFreshFadez
say you
and
come
friends.
again, you
I have
gon' come
my
my way.
guest host here and extraordinary videographer, everything. R&B singer, you hear his music in the background.
See, I've been on your mind
The
again,
one and only
you gon' have your way.
FX.
Funny looks in the limelight.
What's good, guys? What's good, guys? What's good?
Yes. Welcome to the show. We have a wonderful show that we're going to bring to you today. It's not going to be long. And I'm serious this time. Last time I said we were going to be long was an hour and 7 minutes. But today, I think we're going to be like 30 minutes. All right. Today's show is going to be about how to come together. Basically, the logistics of media, podcast, videography, everything that goes into the production of what we do and how we monetize ourselves and maintain creative sovereignty. Also, we're going to talk about our boy Tory Lanez, how he made over $1 million in less than 59 seconds. Give him a round of applause for that. You know, that was crazy. Free Tory, man. Free Tory. I love Megan. Nothing to do with, no problem with her. She is bad. But we talk about Tory today because Tory is like one of those master builder, just break the mold type of guys that really just put us on game about how to create financial sovereignty. He lost his freedom, unfortunately, because of the intellect and the illumination that he was giving to others, when he could have just kept it to himself and kept making it bad. But we do applaud him once again for sharing that information. We're going to go ahead and dive deep into that today. That's another thing that we like.
Yeah, and also before we do get started, I want to say you guys go check out that new Tory Lanez single, man. He dropped a new genre of music, and what makes it even more powerful, despite the circumstances that he is currently in, he is creating and making new genres of music from prison while he's incarcerated.
Prison.
So this goes to show that no matter what constraints that you are facing in life, as long as you are focused, there is a will and there is a way for you to make whatever you want happen in this life, no matter what it is, bro.
There are no excuses.
No excuses.
Only results. At the end of the day, You basically all you're gonna have left here on this plane, because what you're trying to do is graduate from this plane, is your legacy and or lack thereof.
Yeah.
You know, and right now what we're trying to do is create our legacy and leave our mark, leave a stain on the industry so that we can be remembered the way that we're supposed to be and not have to go through this process again. I'm looking forward to elevating. I'm not gonna lie to you. I'm not saying I'm trying to get there fast, because I do want to enjoy a little bit of this shit while a little bit of this stuff while I'm here. But yeah, man, it's a beautiful time. You know, for some people, you know, unfortunately, we do have a situation where we have things going on around the country where it's affecting multiple families and lives and things of that nature. My heart goes out to you all. There was a time where, you know, we were faced with those problems, opposition, and you know, we never know when our time is going to be, you know, to deal with that. So, you know, we just want to send out, you know, big old heart and thank you to those people that are struggling with those issues. But moving on, we have a set amount of questions that I wanted to ask my guy today. I'm actually going to put him on the spot today because, you know, usually I would want to on the spot. The first thing we're going to get into is aura farming. Aura farming, okay? Now, yeah, I don't know if y'all can hear that, but y'all he promotes other artists when he really the shit. Like, he's supposed to be promoting himself. This song right here in the background is called Needs.
Yeah.
This is Needs, man. This is beautiful. Yeah, beautiful song. Go ahead and check it out on all platforms. I got it off of music. I actually still have a music app, which is connected to YouTube. So if I can get it on YouTube, okay? Make sure you like, share, and subscribe. The FX, DjsFreshFadez, space, EFFEX, the FX. Okay? Thank you for tuning in with us.
Also, as well, make sure you guys, 10 o'clock a.m. today, you guys check out the new music video for the new single that we just released, Mixed Signals. It's going to be out all platforms currently right now, but the music video drops 10 a.m. today.
Mixed Signals. I'm going to actually come back to this song because I do love this song, but we're going to let you make Mixed Signals. We're going to talk about the first topic. Alright?
Oh, man.
It's live. Okay, the ethics. What is aura farming really? Are we talking intentional, energy cultivation, image curation, or spiritual manipulation?
I definitely want to say, like, aura farming is like a slight combination of like everything that you kind of just listed, you know, in the sense of how we all move and what makes us us. We're all like artists in our own way, in our own life, the way we find it. I feel like we all have our own style, we all have our own swag, and what makes us us is what causes us to get our own mysterious. Like, everybody sees something that catches everybody else's attention, you know. And so what definitely catches the eye is definitely was something that I'll say is a combination of all of those things.
That's good answer. So, where's the line between naturally having a strong aura and consciously farming it for attention, influence, or money?
Well, that definitely comes when it comes to like doing it for the wrong intention, you know? So when it comes to oil farming, you have to be very intentional about what it is that you're trying to cultivate. But the main thing about oil farming is not forcing it, but just letting it be. And that's kind of like something that you learn with the law of detachment or law of attraction, right? You don't force anything to come towards you. You just disregard it, let it be, and then it's going to find itself back towards you to magnetize your energy to a higher level. And so that's definitely, intentions is going to be a big one right there.
Amazing. Okay, so how do social media fame and validation loops amplify aura farming in today's culture?
Honestly, like with social media, I feel like everybody does feel like we have an individual voice, in which we all do, but because of what's being like popularized as mainstream, I feel like it conflicts with like the actual genuine purpose of what it is to just be ourselves and be authentic. But now we have this set image, and we're all cultivated to move in this particular way that allows us to be inauthentic with ourselves, and that leads us to be most lustful. I mean, pretty much anything related to the 7 deadly sins. You know what I mean?
Wow.
And that's kind of like where it all like low-key just bleeds into overall.
Facts. Would you say that art farming is a form of self-mastery or just another hustle that drains the soul if done wrong?
I mean, honestly, life is a double-edged sword, so it can definitely both. It is both, honestly, because in order to master emotion, human psychology, emotional intelligence, and knowing how to apply it, which that's like the biggest thing. You want to actually know how to actually apply what it is that you learn, but also at the same time knowing that there are limits and there are certain boundaries and rules and guidelines when it comes to doing what you do, because a mixture of your wrong formula, you know what I'm saying, 0.1% over or under can undermine or over, you know what I'm saying, overdo whatever it is that you're trying to do at a perfect level. You don't want to come off too like needy or come off too boastful when it comes to that type of or farming for attention, whether it's for a business or whether for an image or whether for something that you want to go ahead and mark yourself in with.
That's facts, man. That was a quick hitter, man. We got through 5 questions in less than 1 song. So we're doing great. We told you we're going to give you about a good 15, 20 minute, maybe 30 minute show. That was beautiful. Transitioning over into what Tory Lanez has going on with him making albums and all that stuff in jail. Also, you know, leaking the information about the NFTs and how he made $1 million in 59 seconds. Yeah, man, that was crazy. But how did you hear about Tory Lanez selling his album when it started as NFTs? And what do you think made 1 million copies sell out in under a minute?
So the first time I heard about it was actually when the whole case with him and Megan Thee Stallion was going on. So like everybody was kind of diving more into it. Obviously everybody was like saying like, oh no, this is like bigger than them. Like Rock Nation set it up, you know what I mean? And so pretty much like you can listen to this project on Apple Music. The name is under a different name, obviously, but yeah, hearing that whole story behind Tory Lanez actually making $1 million, because the whole scheme is Tory Lanez is an independent artist. Like during that time during Quarantine Radio 2020, he became independent and he actually turned down one of the deals that Rock Nation had offered, and I feel like from that point on, it kind of made him the target because Tory Lanez was going to be fully independent of his creative control and his creative freedom. And I feel like that's something that's very important for us as artists and creatives today as well too. But yeah, going forward though with his NFT album, like it disrupted the actual monopoly of Big Brother, or you know, Kai Cenat was talking about that track field.
Yeah.
And so obviously he stopped running in the circle and he ran a straight line and he broke out of bounds. You know what I mean?
He definitely went out of bounds.
And so telling the entire world that, oh, fuck your label, drop them, go independent, and making $1 million this fast in under a minute as an independent artist, it breaks the game entirely.
Facts. Love the answers. As a second question, we would like to say, what does Tory's NFT strategy teach us about the future of music distribution? Is this a shift away from traditional streaming platforms, is what you're thinking?
I definitely say he definitely planted the very mustard seed that is currently unfolding beyond our eyes right now, because currently you see artists like Kanye West. I believe he's still independent, and you see we're doing this thing called yeah. So like that's why like me personally I haven't been hearing any Kanye, because all of this shit has been direct to consumer. And so instead of sending it direct to stream, what we're currently doing right now with these DSPs, we're all now going back to CDs, we're going back to vinyls, we're going back to doing things like that rather than doing the streaming services, because obviously everybody that's been a musician, anybody that's familiar with the music industry know that you guys streaming our song, it's only giving us 0.0001 of a cent per stream. So we're not even making money to actually get out of these deals. And you hear those conversations when it comes to those bad record deals, because big labels know, you're never gonna get out your contract, because we already got all the money inside the hedge funds. We already know what artists are gonna blow up, and we control all the streaming revenue. But with direct to consumer, which everybody's going to right now, artists like Tory Lanez, Russ, there's many more independent, Kanye, like we're all going into this path where, we're gonna stop taking little change and we're gonna start being the big dogs of our own stuff now.
Right.
And paid to, and the biggest thing is, this started even way before this Tory Lanez situation. We have artists like Michael Jackson, Prince, that like started the early revolution of what we're currently seeing today.
Oh man, I love Mike. I love Russ. Yeah, all those guys that you mentioned right now are right in my warehouse. So you speaking my language. Let's see. So what are the downfalls or the risks for fans who bought those NFTs? Did they really benefit from ownership beyond just supporting the artist?
And see, in this particular situation, I'll say yes, because artists, there's somebody that sold the NFT album for $10,000. You know what I mean? And that's what Tory Lanez was emphasizing in that video. Like, you know what I'm saying? I get paid and the fans get paid.
Yes.
Like, imagine even The Weeknd did an NFT, bro. He did an NFT song.
Wow, I didn't know that either.
And he actually dropped NFT art. Lady Gaga bought it for $4 million.
Nice.
And so imagine taking something like that valuable and you can do it at a price that's so limited and so rare. If you have a high market value long term, everybody in your fan base is gonna eat. But if you're somebody that's like a pump it up, I mean, it's really crypto. You know what I'm saying? Like if Drake, yeah, you see what I'm saying?
Now you say so. I got you.
Like,
okay.
like let's say like Drake, The Weeknd, Justin Bieber, Tory Lanez, Ariana Grande, Nicki Minaj, Beyonce. All of those are like ticket A holders, and if they did like the same thing Tory Lanez did, those were gonna always make money. But if we're talking like somebody like Lil Pump, a Ray Shremmer, somebody small, Betty Wap, you know what I mean? Like somebody like smaller names, like people who fell off.
Yes.
Those are gonna be like quick pump and dumps in the market because they're just hyped for a little bit and then they didn't have the longevity of the market.
Right. That crypto hit different though. I ain't gonna lie.
Yeah.
Man. Round of applause for that one.
Appreciate that.
That was a great revelation, man. Okay. Is this a 1 minute $1 million NFT drop a sustainable model for other artists, you think? Or was it just unique for that moment that might never be replicated?
And honestly, that's really a fork in the road because, like I said, that leads into the last question as well. It really depends on your market longevity as an artist, but only time will tell, right? But then on the opposite side of the road, you know, the labels are trying to suppress, like currently what Drake is going through back on that Michael Jackson, Prince, and what we're dealing with direct to consumer. The labels actually want Drake to stay on UMG because regardless of what's going to happen, if Drake goes independent, imagine Drake drops an NFT album. Exactly. You know Drake is doing $2 billion first day.
Yes. So you think that's where that Kendrick Lamar Drake beef came from?
And that's 100% because obviously they're both signed under the same guy.
Yeah.
And both labels are signed under the same branch, one umbrella. You know what I mean? And so the labels, they're the ones pretty much pulling the political strings behind who's gonna do what. Because at the end of the day, Drake was asking for somewhere between $600 to $800 million on that next contract, and they were trying to give him something they were trying to lowball him. So how do you give somebody a lower number? You decrease their value.
Or you lower the strings.
Yeah. Imagine me buying a brand new Ferrari right off the lot, and I go back to the car market and I tell you I want to sell it for the same price I just bought it for, and you don't like it. So that's why cars pretty much the moment you drop off the lot, your value
appreciate
automatically. And that's how you do it.
It's crazy how it's the NF.
Yeah.
So this UMG, I think it's like Universal Music.
Yeah, Universal Music Group.
They own everything or what?
That has everything. So you have Universal Music Group, you have Warner, and then it's a third one. I think Sony. I think Sony's the third one.
So I think that's what Michael Jackson had to be.
Yeah,
right?
Sony. So Sony, Warner, and then Universal Music. Those are pretty much the three pillars of the music industry. And every label, artist or not, are all under that one umbrella.
It was Prince and Michael Jackson that owned like both sides of like Sony, right? Or something like that.
Like Michael Jackson owned half of Sony's artists' catalogs, including the Beatles.
So they really didn't own either side, and they came up like, wow, that's
crazy. So like when Michael Jackson bought half of Sony's artists' catalog, bro, they got pissed because now they gotta go retrieve that. And Michael Jackson was making money off that. Yeah, that's how Michael Jackson was able to get out his contracts and shit.
Wow, that's crazy.
Because even though he didn't have his masters, he bought the masters of everybody else's.
And then all of a sudden he comes out on the tour and says, "This is it."
Yeah, and that was supposed to be his final breakthrough, bro. So like he can get out his contract and be
man, this is crazy.
And you know it's crazy because the whole goal is to be an independent artist once you get signed.
Right.
And so the whole industry was always gonna go direct to consumer. It was always gonna go from the start.
Remember Young Dolph?
Yeah.
He dropped that album, Rich Slave or something like that.
Paper Route Illuminati.
I don't know if it was. I don't know about the album, but I know he dropped a track where he was playing this part like Django Unchained.
Nah, I heard that.
When we get off the stream, I'm gonna show it to you. You should check it out too. It's called like Rich Slave or something like that, if I'm not mistaken. But it was crazy. Yeah, that's good. That was good. That was our NFT segment. So we did 10 questions in 2 songs. We're doing really good. All right. So now we're going to go off into our logistics part of the podcast. Okay. How do artists and socialites balance authenticity with image control when cameras and microphones are always rolling?
Honestly, it really comes down to like your marketing strategy as an artist. Like it's kind of like WWE. Like, are you a face? Are you a heel? Are you somebody that wants to be liked? Are you going to be edgy? I mean, you just pretty much got to find your audience and your image that makes people be drawn to you and attract to you. You know, and when it comes with that, obviously you got to build the personality. You got to fit the stereotype and the archetype of how you want your media persona to be.
Mm-hmm.
But honestly, oftentimes I feel like the SoundCloud era kind of like messes up a little bit because everybody was like on drugs, like doing interviews and stuff, and so.
That's crazy. You said on drugs, right?
Nah, bro, but like yeah, the SoundCloud era like made like the whole social media image thing like a lot more unserious for like how it was back. Cause like, bro, imagine Tupac like just not taking something serious and like he's not trying to be inspirational. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Versus like you see Lil Pump. Yeah, like you see how 6 lines and all ownership like all over media today is just like stuff like that, like
goofy.
Yeah, so it's just like it really comes down to like how it did change and what's currently evolving in the current state of the industry.
Yeah, it kind of seems like they took the seriousness out of rap altogether, really.
Oh yeah, for sure.
All of the message sending and keeping the history and passing that along. It was just rap was so beautiful at one point where it was like it was an art form, it was a way to party, it was so many different things, and then now it just seems like everything is just
Yeah.
But we do have some great artists out here that are taking their talents and definitely molding them and becoming a blanket for a lot of these babies that are out here. You know, a lot of these guys that you put to sleep, let's be honest. Alright, and I'm not talking about like anybody harm, I'm just saying like we don't need to hear a lot of this crap. One of the biggest logistic mistakes creatives make with videography, sound, lighting, location, or contracts, and which one costs the most long term?
Long term is like what pays out you more?
It's just asking basically. It says, I'm gonna read it again. What are the biggest logistic mistakes creatives make with videography, sound, lighting, location, or contracts, and which one costs the most long term? Basically, where's the bulk of your spending when it comes to running the logistics of a videography business or a content creation business and so forth?
Alright, well, for like starters, honestly, it's gonna have to be your initial gear. Honestly, lighting is always gonna win. You know what I'm saying? Like you can never go wrong with having too much lights, but the moment that you're like understaffed when it comes to having the proper equipment and having the proper lenses and the right tools and stuff that you need, it will make your job a whole lot harder, and it will make you like mentally get into the state of feeling unconfident with whatever it is that you're currently doing. But long term, I mean, I honestly do feel like the location also matters because you can't be picking shitty locations. And on top of that, like me going out tonight, like seeing like how much a location can definitely change the trajectory and the experience that can be provided when it comes to the whole photography, videography landscape of things. I feel like that's very important, but also like just having gear because something that did happen tonight was me and my guy being in this building, right?
Right.
And we have professional lighting that we're currently using right now in the studio, but it made us stand out because we were over prepared for a situation people would typically unprepared for. They see a tripod in the club with lighting, and they see somebody else with, you know, a gimbal, but we have the whole lighting fixture right here that makes it more professionalized and
Slides are attracted to the light.
and exactly, and like you get a lot of people that comes over, like they want to take group photos and they want to do all of this. Like you just made your own booth stand pretty much, and I feel like gear can create a lot of opportunities for you to go ahead and invest more further down the line with yourself. But no, I mean just being understaffed with your gear and not really being prepared as far as like your set time, your weather, your location. All of that is very crucial mistakes that you don't want to make on a daily basis. Like every shoot that you do, like you need to be like taking notes on how you can get better and how you can improve when it comes down to making better decisions for the next one.
Yeah, so I think that kind of flows into our next question.
Oh, word.
How important is pre-production
Oh, hell yeah.
of show, talking points, camera angles when working with high-profile personalities who just want to lie?
Honestly, that's like the very most important thing. I mean, that's like something I stress more about than post-production because if I can get like, and this is something that I heard from ASAP Rocky too. So like, ASAP Rocky said like, when it comes to like making music, it's like 90% recording process, 10% editing, right?
Right.
And so when I take that same method and I apply it to this field, it's like, okay, 90% pre-planning, 10% execution, and then the editing, you shouldn't really have to do too much editing because you got everything planned out. But when it comes to those high profile situations where you do have clients paying you thousands of dollars to do a commercial project with them for the entire month, or just to do something that not really a lot of people can do, it does make it very important for you to like plan, because if you don't plan, you're gonna miss something, and if you don't spend the time to like get everything together, how would you know that it is plan to fail? And then honestly, a good reminder is a law of power is you want to plan to the end, right? So you want to plan it all the way through, and also including everything that can prevent your plan from actually completing. And then once you work those kinks out and you can figure out, okay, if this goes wrong, I can do this, do that, and third, then everything will go fine. You know what I mean? I mean, kind of like just like us like setting this up whole up today. You know what I mean? Like we had a lot of fucking time to like pre-plan this shit, but then like we just do this shit like at the fucking house, and it just like eats up like a lot of time and shit. You know what I mean? So like pre-planning is like something that's like really important when it comes to just like making sure we can.
You know, you gotta do the check, man.
Yeah.
Vibe gotta be right. Attitude gotta be right. Fit gotta be right.
Oh God.
Lighting gotta be right.
Gear gotta be
Cameras
right.
gotta be set up.
Oh,
There's
man.
so many things
Charged.
that go into this, and then all of that while batteries are low.
Batteries are low. Shit.
Batteries is just losing power,
People
man.
look, batteries losing power, people losing power, so it's just like
It's a beautiful thing when it all comes together like butt cheeks. You know how it goes, man. You just take the most of it, you know. Yeah, I guess my soundboard don't want to work today, you know. All right, for the last question, at what point does high quality videography stop being a luxury and become a requirement for artists and socialites trying to build an influence?
Honestly, like, and it's something that my mom always said too, like growing up, like when I told her I wanted to be a musician, and she said it's like about quality over quantity. You know what I mean? So it's not about like how much, but like how good can you get some stuff done, or how good can you deliver services. And so like as an artist, like my thing was, okay, for years I always wanted to work on sound quality, so I became a producer, I became an engineer, and then now here I am on the other side, being my own cameraman, being my own director. So now it's like, what's my shots, what's my best angles, how can I make myself look good in front of a camera so I can further invest high quality gear to make myself project this creative world that I want to give out to these people, to my audience at the fullest extent without them feeling like there's something missing. Like, you like these artists that you guys like because they're building a current social connection with you guys through these visuals and through these high quality videos, media, and images that you guys see on a daily basis on social media. And so, like, all of this is creating some type of relationship in your brain. And I feel like without that, and especially me doing it for years without that, it hurts because you can only stay a mystery for so long until it's time for you to actually build a real relationship with people that are, especially now with streaming, bro. Streaming really broke the game because now people want to figure out what's your lore, what's your backstory, where do you come from, who is you. You just can't do what The Weeknd did and just pop up out the blue. Like, you can be mysterious, but once you're found, now people want to know
everything about you.
Like, yeah, what was it like before all of this happened?
What you sound like from the beginning.
Yeah. And so if you're somebody that never evolved when it comes to quality, then it hurts you in the long run because, okay, now your story never made it out the gutter. You never made it out the trenches. You never made it out the hood. You can still be in the trenches with high quality shit, but just make sure you get the high quality shit.
I trip out because, like, you know, I'm a big Kendrick fan.
Yeah.
I love music. But when I seen Kendrick, like, when he came into the OSOM,
yeah,
I had to go back because I had remember him from swimming pools and stuff like that, but I didn't have Good Kid, Mad City. But I had to go way back, like when he first met they call him the GM or whatever, the dude that runs the record label. The CEO.
Oh, shit, fucking
Top Dog.
Yeah.
When you first met Top Dog, man, that dude looked like a little rat. He still was going crazy. And I was like, dude, he been having it from the beginning of time. No wonder they give it to him like that, But yeah, man, I just love the way that it all comes together, man. We want to see growth. With growth, you got to see people, elevate from circumstances, things that they go through, and learn the lesson and try to deliver a message. You know what I'm saying? I like music that tells a story. And with that being said, like, we grow with our music.
You have
and
reached
if your
the
music ain't growing,
voicemail
you
box
ain't growing. You know what I mean? So you move on, or you get stuck in that time loop. We're gonna do a quick little, little montage for y'all before we do cut the stream off. We are out of questions for today. But I do have this one song that I like that he just released, and I want to see if he can give y'all a little something.
I'm too tired to get out of the sound.
A little something. I'll give you a little background.
Get some background. Bro, shit, just talk about, what do you got coming for your podcast and stuff?
You know what time it is?
Boy, I can't hear that. Bro,
That's it. That's the one that dropped
Say you come again, you gon' come my way. Cause when you say you call again, that mean you stay.
That whole
See, I've been on your mind again, you gon' have your way. When you waving us as friends, don't feel that way.
Stage fright.
When you say you come again, you gon' come my way.
Bro, you know how I was visiting sometimes.
Cause when you say you call again, that mean you stay. See, I've been on your mind again, you gon' have your way. Funny looks in the limelight, that's from dawn and twilight. I've been caught up in a moment in the spotlight. I don't wanna get too caught up in a run right. Knowing all my feelings really heavy on your mind, right? Well, you ain't never end.
I just thought about that.
You agree that when we're back, the time don't slow.
Yeah.
You agree it hurts you more than letting go. You agree the promises will always go. You agree that being here is all you know.
Whatever it is. This man has so much.
When you waving us as friends, don't feel that way.
Amazing,
surprised the camera's still rolling, bro. I would not figure I still had enough fucking like space to record on that hoe, bro.
Bro, we make that 29 minutes.
29 minutes?
Gotta get it out of there.
Nigga.
Get it, get that
Bro, yeah. Bro, this hoe's still rolling, bro.